thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with The Nation. Emefiele's $6.2 million trial. Buhari's signature forged, says ex-SGF. Federal government knocks PDP governors for failing as leaders. Audits report no record of funds recovered between 2016 and 2019. Tinubu showers Eagles with land, flats, and national honor. Shetima inaugurates panel on herder-farmer clash. Air Peace begins Lagos-New York flights. Access Holdings awaits CBN's nod for Agbede as CEO. Payment of wage award for federal workers resumes. And Oyetola Port's community plan will aid ease of doing business. Okay,
yes,
story.
So the Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Mrs. Nkiruka Onyejocha, had a meeting with the leadership of Labour Congress NLC and the Trade Union Congress TUC in Abuja. And the meeting was called in response to Labour's ultimatum, a 2-week ultimatum over the claims of non-implementation of the agreements they had reached with the federal government in October last year. So the minister in that meeting has said that the payment of 35,000 naira minimum wage award to public federal workers will resume this week. And, you know, she also told the Labour leadership that the government has stepped up efforts to complete the implementation of the agreements that they had so far. And she said, and I quote, "It is true we entered into an agreement, but the government has shown good faith. And considering the urgency of the issue at hand, I called this meeting because dialogue has always been the best way out, and we are all here for our well-being and the well-being of our people. I'm here to show good cause on why some agreements have not been met." And so she went ahead to explain that the CNG-powered buses, you know, that the federal government had started, they had been able to pay 70% for the procurement of the new CNG buses and CNG kits. And some of the buses are already ready, getting ready to kickstart. Others are being assembled locally. And that may also include some tricycles in the long run. So looking at between March and April, that will be in motion. And also they are going to be visiting the Port Harcourt refinery to see how far things have gone. That is also a progress that they had promised they were going to make, and it's already working. And, you know, she appealed to Labour to understand that some of these plans that they have agreed to is not something that will happen immediately. Some of them will happen in stages and different phases, and we just need to keep dialoguing and keep holding each other accountable. Okay. And at the end of the day, they should just shield their and go back.
All right,
this major headline in The Nation is mind-blowing.
Origin of signature.
In the ongoing trial of the former CBN governor, Godwin Emefiele, the secretary to the government under the past president was brought into the witness box. And he was presented with a document of $6.2 million paid to election observers. And on face value, he said this cannot be from the president. He had a lot of reasons why he said that. Number one, he insisted that signature was not that of the former president. He also insisted, even though there was a fake meeting on the date on that document, that fake meeting for which he prepared the agenda for the day did not include election observers. He also said that that fake meeting, which was the 187th fake meeting for the country, that document did not even come before them. He said, ordinarily, as the SGF to the president, documents of ESCO meeting, conclusions of ESCO meetings are not usually sent to him because he is there. He's the one who takes those documents. He also said, he said that I can say that this document did not emanate from the office of president. I highlighted them. I wanted to take them one after the other. He also said that the president approving payments, that he said to be a letter from president approving the payment, asked if he could. He said he could not recognize the document. He said he was seeing it for the first time, and on face value, when he served as SGF for 5 years and months, I can say that this document did not come from that office. He also insisted that, I hope I didn't forget this point. He said it was the sole responsibility of INEC to provide for election observers, and that he had witnessed 2 elections already, and that there's no way that the federal government would provide 4 election observers. He continued. He emphasized that he knew nothing about money said to have been withdrawn for the payment of foreign election observers. Now, the EFCC has minuted to Interpol to include 3 people abroad to be arrested in connection to this investigation.
Yes, wow.
But the thing they do my heart back.
We can see.
If the agenda of an administration was fight corruption,
this
and
level of
Nigerians
corruption took place
under that administration were able to
carry out this magnitude.
Please read
what else don't we know about?
Yes, so it's many. The way it was signed, the way he said he's used to words like supplementary and appropriation, but he was not used to certain words like was used in that letter. He also said that the president would never end a letter with a caption.
Well, we can't read that.
Read the full
I hope
details.
it's an article that we should use as a hot topic. Hopefully,
yes,
maybe on
it's a hot
Monday we
topic.
can break it down properly.
It should be
Let's another story. Well, I have good news for those of you flyers, those of you that travel to New York. The Ministry of Aviation and Aerospace Development has given the green light to Air Peace, Nigerian company, Nigerian-owned company actually, Air Peace for international flights from our airport here to John F. Kennedy Airport in New York. The decision comes after Air Peace actually had requested for this approval since January 12th, 2024. And so there was a letter that was dated February 9th, and the approval was given. So that's good news to those of you who travel. At least now you can do a direct flight from here to New York with a Nigerian-owned airplane.
I've never flown through Air Peace outside Nigeria.
My brother flies Air Peace actually when he's going within Africa, especially. So I think he goes
That
South
should be
Africa.
interesting.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on quickly now to the Punch. Cost of living FGNLC meeting deadlocked. Bakers threaten shutdown. Wigwe crash reports ready in March. Kingsmen declare 8-day mourning. Tinubu gifts Eagles land, houses, national honors after AFCON. Customers tired of estimated billing. FG tells Discos. Buhari's signature forged to withdraw $6.2 million from CBN, says ex-SGF. And track bandits with biometric systems, Senate tells security chiefs. Let's start with the Discos. Who has that story?
Well, let me take the story of the ports. The Minister for Marine and Blue Economy, that's the former Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, has said that there will be a new implementation from the ports. So those that have been complaining about the ports community system, he mentioned that the minister said that the port community system in Nigeria is there will be implementation of a new report. He's quoted that the solutions that you'll be providing, there will be no more delays in maritime traffic, there will be enhanced cooperation between the governments and ensuring uniformity in formalities and procedures. He also said that it's a facilitation between the Convention of International Facilitation of Maritime Tariff Traffic and International Maritime Organization. No country can experience major growth without the ports working well, because we're moving in things and moving out things. So getting the system, this port community system up and running without Nigerians sabotaging it would make the blue economy be very effective. So I'm looking forward to the implementation.
Let's go to a short break now. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.